Well, here we are. Welcome, everybody. It's Friday, so it must be the Friday support call, and I'm Stephen Carlson. And our host this week is Arianna Angara, and she's a hypnotherapist who, as I understood, was based in Dallas, seeing clients in her office, but is now switching over to a different kind of a business where, well, you're actually leaving for Egypt directly after this call for a retreat. And that's kind of my invitation for you to riff a little bit about what you do. And the call is yours. So thanks for hosting.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you as always. Hi, everyone. My name is Arianna. I've been using the Sedona Method for the last, 4 years. I found out about it when I was in college for hypnosis. I'm a certified hypnotherapist, as well as a yoga teacher. I'm just leaving for a retreat now, and I kind of have merged all three processes. So the somatic experience of yoga with the meditation, the yoga nidra, which is a form of hypnotic state, as well as the Sedona method, which is an amazing complement. So I kind of mix all of those in one, and it's given me so much more peace and happiness in my own life. And I'm honored to be with you all today. So without further ado, the floor is now open to any questions, sharing, and assistance.
I think it's Sharon who had her hand up first. So if Sharon wants to unmute, then.
Yeah, Stephen, I did notice that Sanyana and Lawrence were before me. So.
Oh, well, okay, you're unmuted. So let's start like that then.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. I'm okay, yes. I've got a lot going on in my life and have done for many years. I feel to bring here for some help, a skin condition. I've had eczema probably most of my life. And the last few years, it's been more intense. I'm waiting to see a specialist, but I'm in the UK and the NHS now is just an absolute nightmare. And I'm waiting nearly 12 months to see the specialist. I'd just like some help releasing around that because I have a few painful patches on my body and I have to use steroid creams and I also have to use special soaps. And I would just like to be free of it all. I've been releasing with the Sedona for the last coming up to 2 years now and finding it really amazing. But this is something I'd like some support with because I feel like I've got this story in my head that if I use ordinary soap or if I do cleaning and touch chemicals, my skin does actually, like my hands, they will split and, break open. And I have in the past had infections in them. So, but it's not as bad on my hands at the moment, but just like some support releasing it. I know it's all a story.
Absolutely. I can relate to that in the form of food intolerances. So I know how frustrating it can be.
I have food intolerances as well. So yeah, it's all connected. Yeah. Okay.
Well, the beautiful thing is this will work for both of them. So
okay.
Can you get a sense of everything that brings up when you think of the skin condition, Sharon, and all the energy that comes up with that?
Yeah, it feels, despair is the word that comes to mind. And sadness, deep sadness.
Great. So can you simply welcome the despair and the sadness since it's here already?
I can, but I'm finding that's difficult to do, to be honest, to really get in touch with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What can you get in touch with now? The memory, when you think of the memory of this story, can you get in touch with that and how it feels and you wanting it to be different?
It feels very controlling because I have to put moisturizer on continually throughout the day, or my skin just dries out.
Right.
So it feels like it's controlling me.
So can you simply welcome that feeling that it's controlling you, your life? Can you simply welcome that energy, that emotion, that feeling, the entire memory?
Yeah, and it also brings up shame as well, because in the past, I remember a memory when I used to work somewhere and I used to have to put cotton gloves on, and people used to make comments about it. And I'm quite emotional just saying that. And I used to feel very embarrassed trying to explain, you know, the problems I had with my skin. And it was also sometimes on my hands, it was very unsightly, the
Right.
rash. Yeah.
So can you welcome that sadness and those sad memories as well? Everything that is coming up, the emotion,
Yes, I can.
simply let it be here. Wonderful. And then can you welcome wanting it to be any different than the way it is?
Oh yeah, I want it to be so different. Yeah, I want it to go away.
Right. So that feeling of resistance, wanting to push it away. Can you welcome that even more?
Yes, I can. And I can feel that I'm fighting it as well.
I'm sorry, you can feel, what was that word?
Feel like I'm fighting, having a fight with it.
Oh, you're fighting. Yes. that you're fighting it. Can you simply welcome that feeling of the fight, any tension, any stickiness that comes along with this? It's okay. We're all here to support you. So just know that you're around people that want the best for you, and it's a safe place to just let it all out.
Oh, but that feels like the despair, really. Despair of it all.
And just for now, can you allow that despair to be here without wanting to change it? Just as best you can. Sometimes when we try to fight the emotion, we try to fight the despair, it intensifies it. So just for
Yeah,
now, can you simply allow it to be here?
it feels like it's calming down now anyway. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you.
And can you open even more and allow space for it to simply pass through?
I'd like to do that. It feels a little bit of I suppose there's a bit of a holding on that, holding back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it comes, I feel like I struggle with a lack of safety and trust at times with life. So it feels like I'm a little bit closed on that.
Can you be open, Sharon, to the possibility that everything you just mentioned, it's just energy?
Oh yes. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there was a bit of space when you said, yeah.
So just for now, can you allow it, the energy to pass through?
Yes, I can. I'm saying yes, I can, because that's the decision I want to make, but it feels like there's a thought, is that possible? I think that's what, when I think about the skin condition, it feels like it's almost impossible to let go of, and it feels like it's never going to heal.
Okay, so that's that, whatever the mind is doing, whatever the mind just said, can you
Yeah.
allow what's going on in the mind to simply melt into the compassion of your heart? allow that story to be here, allow the what ifs, the conclusions, the judgment. What if that
Yeah.
all could still be?
Yeah, I felt that when you said that, I felt like there was more allowing and that felt easier. Yeah, felt more, whereas usually a bit of a fight going on, I suppose. It was like, yeah, there was more openness. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
And is there any sense that you feel this is still personal?
Yeah. This is what's been coming up for me around me releasing and in support calls. It just feels like I feel like there's a deep lack of trust in life being here for me. And it just feels like very personal. It feels like I'm being left out of life. I've got nowhere fixed to live, and that's been my circumstances for a long time. And I've had a lot of, I'd say, trauma in my life. And I lost my brother to suicide 4 years ago. And since then, I've lost a lot of young family members as well. It's just been one after the other. And it just feels like life, I don't know, there's a story of feeling punished in some respects.
Right. Okay, so would you like to release on some of that story?
It's definitely, yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just let it all out. Whatever is coming up, just welcome all of it in this moment.
Yeah.
And everything you mentioned, that entire story, as well as all of the emotions that come with it, as well as any sensations in the body. And you just allow that to be exactly as it is. Just for now.
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. All the
Yeah.
tears, all the everything that's coming up. And you just give it a big hug, welcome it in.
That feels so much calmer, thank you. Yeah. It's just
Okay.
that allowing and just giving myself permission to be able to feel that. Yeah.
Right. Can you
Yeah.
notice a lot of the suffering is in when we want to resist. We
Yeah.
experience so much more suffering when we just
Yeah.
let things be and give ourselves permission and compassion and some love. There's a
Yeah.
natural openness that's
Yeah.
always available.
Yeah. Yeah. That feels it's really difficult for me to do. I feel like I'm constantly hyper vigilant what's going to happen next. And I feel like sometimes I'm not feeling how I'm feeling. I'm a lot better than what I used to be, because I was very numb. But I feel that sometimes I go into that habit of rushing around and not actually sitting still enough and allowing and giving myself permission. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that because I feel that, yeah, I allowed a bit more there. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, beautiful, Sharon.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you
sharing.
so much.
Wow.
Thank you. Bless you. Thanks.
Bless you. Have a great one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Nice. Well, we're off to a roll. It looks like Lorenz is the next, so if you'd like to unmute.
Yes, Lorenz.
Uh-huh.
Borger.
Yeah, hi. Hello.
Hi, Lorenz. Where are you
Hi.
from? It's a very
I'm
cool name.
German American, currently in Spain.
Oh, amazing. And how are you doing today?
So I would like to ask some help facilitation on feeling tense.
Okay.
I've noticed that basically every day tension builds up quickly, and it's difficult to let it go.
You said the tension builds up quickly.
Yeah, tension builds up quickly. Yeah, I'll just put in my other earplug so you can hear me better.
So much better.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, tension. Yeah.
Wonderful. So in this moment, just tell me where you're feeling the tension in your body. How is it expressing?
The temples mainly, and mainly actually the temples right now.
Okay.
It's like pressing, knotting, or whatever.
Great. So can you simply welcome that feeling, that sensation in your temples? That sense of knotting. Can you allow it to be here?
Temples and trapezoid muscles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how specific our pain is. Can you welcome that feeling in the in the
You
trap?
asked, right?
No,
Yeah.
I just love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So welcome the sensation.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere it's appearing in the body.
Yeah, it's appealing mainly in the temples.
Okay, great. And is there any wanting it to be different?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Is that so? That sense of wanting it to be different, can you welcome that as well?
Yeah.
And then any sense that this pain is personal about you and who you are, can you welcome that feeling that this is your pain?
Yeah. As much as there is. Yeah.
Great. And as best you can, just for now, can you let go
Of
the
what?
sensation? As
Of the
best you can,
sensation?
just for now. Yeah.
Of the tension.
Yes. Could you let it go?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's fine. If you were sure, could you let it go?
If I were sure, I could. Yeah.
Would you?
If I could, I would. Yeah.
Okay. And when, if you could?
Now, if I could.
So in this moment, do you notice anywhere in the body that is not feeling the sensation? Can you notice?
Yeah, there's really only 4 areas where the tension resides right now.
Great, so let's work with that. So focus on the areas of your body where the pain resides. Can you welcome the
Yeah, got it.
Okay. And now, can you welcome all the areas in the body that are pain-free? Feel into the spaciousness of that.
Yeah.
And then again, can you welcome the areas that have pain?
I can.
And then can you feel into the areas that are pain-free?
Yeah.
And again, can you welcome the areas that have pain in the body?
Yeah.
And then can you welcome all the areas that are pain-free?
Yes.
And one last time, can you welcome the areas that have pain?
Yeah.
And then can you feel into the spaciousness of all the areas that are pain-free?
Yeah.
And what's here now?
The left side is definitely releasing. And there's a little more flow within the areas. There's more flow within the areas of pain, particularly on the left side.
Beautiful. So I would continue working with this method because what you'll find the more you do it, feel into the
Yeah.
space and then feel into the pain, there's a natural tendency for it to dissolve.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. It was remarkable how how much more area was spacious than tense. So it was cool. Thanks a lot.
Of course. Nice meeting you, Lorenz.
Nice meeting you, Arianna. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I think I see Sanjana has her hand up now. Would you like to unmute?
And Jana, what a beautiful name. How are you?
Hi,
Happy Friday.
wish you the same. Am I audible?
Yes, do you have a question? Would you like to share anything or get some assistance?
Yeah, I need help with releasing the grief and weakness I'm experiencing from a long time. And
Okay.
it feels very limiting and painful.
All I got was that you would like to release a belief you've had for a long time. What is that belief? You said
Release, how to release the grief and weakness.
grief and weakness. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can definitely work with that. So is that grief and weakness here now?
Yes.
Can you simply welcome that feeling?
Yes, but the mind comes with a story.
Great. So everything that's coming up with that story, any emotions, memories, judgments, concepts, everything that's coming up, can you welcome that into awareness now?
Yes, it's
And as you welcome that up, is there any wanting to change it, to control it, to push it away? Any resistance?
yes, wanting to figure it out.
Wonderful. And that wanting to figure it out, is that welcome here?
Yes,
And welcome as well the sense of ownership, that this is your story, your grief, your weakness. Any feeling that this is personal? Can you welcome that?
yes,
And as best you can, just for now, can you allow it all to unravel? Can you simply decide to let it go?
yes,
And would you?
yes,
When would you?
now,
Great. So any remaining sadness, grief, weakness that's arising, can you welcome anything else that's remaining?
yes. There's a fear of having it for a long time in the future.
I'm sorry, there's a fear of having, can you say that again?
Yeah, there's a fear of having it again or having it
Oh,
continue in the future.
okay, perfect. So can you welcome any expectation that you're gonna have this emotion, this problem again?
It's already here and it will be. That's a belief.
It's already here?
Yes,
Okay. So can you simply welcome that feeling as well as any wanting this to happen again? Any thinking that you know what's going to happen or any wanting to have this problem again?
yes,
And does that feel personal? You know, a lot of times when
yes,
we plan to have problems again, there's a lot of identification. So that sense that this feels personal or that you know how this is going to work out, can you welcome that?
Yes.
And as best you can, just for now, you simply let it go and open to freedom that is beyond all knowing, all wanting to figure it out.
Yes.
And would you?
Yes.
And when?
Now.
And how does that feel now?
It feels like I zoomed out from the grief.
Wonderful.
It's lesser than before.
Beautiful. Would you like to keep going, or do you feel like this is a good place to stop?
Yes. I want to stop.
Okay. Thanks, Sanjana. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Next, it looks like Mauricio.
Hey,
Hi, Ariana. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Mauricio. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Happy
doing good.
Friday.
It's Friday, yeah.
TGIF. What's
Um,
going on today?
well, um, I was releasing yesterday with a friend, and I reached a really good sensation after that releasing. I felt really wonderful. Um, but the thing is that um the feelings always come back. I mean, all this is due to a situation. It a breakup with my ex-girlfriend, and it has been very difficult the last days. I was feeling better, releasing a lot about it, but the last days had been really difficult. I'm feeling like the first time again, the first day, I would say. And the feelings are sadness, guilt, um, also anger, and it's kind of overwhelming, honestly.
So great. Great. So let's start with that and we'll just see where it takes us.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. So this breakup and the feelings of guilt, of overwhelm, everything that's coming up, are those feelings here now? Or do you have to look back into memory?
yeah, in this moment are here.
They are here. Great.
Yeah.
So simply welcome everything that's coming up. When you think about this breakup,
Yeah.
and can you welcome that even more? All the stories, the emotions, the sensations, what it means, all the concepts, everything, all the thoughts.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Great. And is there any wanting to do anything about that? All that's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well,
I would like to get rid of it. I mean to stop all that.
so that wanting to get rid of that, can you welcome that feeling up as well?
Yeah.
As well as any wanting to control how you feel
Yes.
and any wanting to be separate.
Yeah.
Any and all wanting to do anything with it.
Yes.
And can you welcome as well the feeling that this is personal? Can you get a sense of that? How personal it feels?
Yeah, there is a strong sense of that. It feels really personal.
Right. So can you welcome that even more? The feeling that it's personal, that this is your story, that this happened to you, this is your relationship, all of that.
Yes.
And just for now, can you allow it all to unravel as best you can?
Yes.
Let it go. Would you?
Yeah, definitely.
And when?
Now.
And can you rest into the peace and love and freedom that's here in this moment? Beyond memory, beyond concepts.
Yeah, I feel like I can do it for this moment.
Wonderful. And then let's go ahead and go back into that memory and notice how you have to dig it up, that in your direct moment, when you let it go, there's space. And we have to go back into what was to kind of replay everything that we just released. Just keep that in mind as we go back. So when you think of your relationship, what comes up now as you think of it? The breakup.
Yeah. The first thing that came up was a deep sadness. I can feel it in my eyes. Yeah.
Okay. So can you welcome that sadness in?
Yes.
And can you welcome any wanting to do anything with the sadness, including push it away, not have it, all the resistance?
Yeah.
And just for now, can you allow the sadness to pass through? Can you open And simply allow the sadness to be as it is.
Yes.
Can you do that even more? Can you open and
Yes.
allow the sadness to be?
Yes.
Can you welcome as well the peace that's also here in this moment? Or let me ask you a quick question. What's the opposite of sadness for you?
I would say that is the peace. Yeah.
So can you feel into the peace or welcome peace in this moment?
Yes.
And then can you welcome any sadness that remains?
Yes.
And then can you open to peace? As much peace as you can. Can you simply open or allow peace in this moment?
Yes.
And can you allow the sadness or welcome it?
Yes.
Then can you open and allow even more peace?
Yes.
Can you welcome as well anything contrary to that peace? Sadness.
Yes.
And can you allow them both to coexist as they are?
No.
No. And can you welcome that resistance? Wanting to push either away.
Yes.
And can you do that even more? Can you welcome any resistance?
Yes.
Can you simply allow whatever energy is appearing to pass through?
Yes.
And then can you welcome that which is beyond peace or sadness? Or any emotion? Can you simply welcome that which is beyond?
Yeah. I feel like I can. Yeah.
Great. And then what's here now?
Yeah. I would say that I'm feeling better, but there is still a bit of sadness or grief.
Right.
Yeah.
So any residue of the sadness or grief, can you just welcome whatever remains?
Yes.
And just notice how it's continuing to feel lighter as we go along. So any remaining sadness or grief, can you simply allow it to be?
Yes.
And can you welcome any wanting it to be different than the way it is? Any wanting not to have it, not to experience it?
Yes.
And can you welcome how personal it feels? That somehow this is who you are. These emotions are you. Any sense that you're tied to this sadness and this grief.
Yes.
And just for now, can you allow it to pass through? Just like energy passing through, can you allow it to do whatever it wants?
No.
Great. Can you resist the energy or try to fight it as much as you'd like?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
And allow yourself to do that even more. Allow yourself to resist as much as you want.
Yes.
Give yourself permission to not want it as much as you do.
Yes.
And just for now, could you let go of that resistance as best you can? You can pick it up later.
Yes. I feel I can. Yeah.
Great. And would you?
Yes.
And when?
Now.
Wonderful. So, I would really go back and forth with these questions, as well as, are you familiar with the cleanup procedure? It's amazing to use on relationships.
Yeah, I've been using it. I still can reach the honest yes,
Okay.
but I'm still applying it. Yeah, every day.
Wonderful. I think it's amazing. After breakups, it's like you can do it all day if you need. But I would just work with those questions back and forth and allow whatever is appearing to be. A lot of our suffering comes from, again, from resisting the emotions that are appearing. Like we shouldn't have them, or we need to fight them. Just practice on allowing them to be as they are. And there's questions back and forth. I think you'll find yourself in a lot
Okay,
more
so
peaceful state.
yeah, so it is fine to just keep applying as much as I can the cleanup procedure.
Oh yeah. I
I
think
thought it was
I did it
just
on one
once.
person like 500 times. So I
Okay,
think you
okay,
can't overuse it.
okay. Then I'll keep doing it.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
absolutely. Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Happy Friday.
Same to you.
Lovely. I just want to point out the time, since you said you had a plane to catch, we have 10 minutes left in the hour. Eric
Oh
has
yeah,
his hands up. Yeah.
I'm off to Egypt in a bit, you guys.
We're not going to let you miss your plane.
Very nice. Hope you
There
have a
we
good
go.
trip.
Oh, thank
Hi.
you. Hi, Eric. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's going on today?
I'd like to work on resistance to looking at my full financial picture. So I have some credit card debt and student loans. And I know roughly the number, but I don't have the exact number. And I finally just downloaded a budgeting app and I put in one of my accounts. And I got resistance to putting them all in. So I wanna let that go.
Sure. All right. That's a good one. So when you think about your finances,
Hmm.
what's coming up in this moment?
Beer.
And can you simply welcome that fear?
Yeah.
You allow it to be.
Hmm.
And do you have any sensations in the body?
It's my solar plexus area.
So can you simply welcome the sensations as well?
Hmm.
And anything else that comes up with that memory of what you need to do, how you're going to figure it out.
Hmm. Yeah. I do not want to put that in. Come on and see the whole, like, I have the number in my head, but I have to like do math to get to it, right? So like, I'm not seeing the full net worth picture.
Right.
Yeah, so fear and resistance.
Okay. And how does that resistance feel? Do you want to keep it or do you want to be free of it?
No.
Okay. So can you welcome however that's manifesting in the body, that fear and resistance? Welcome that even more.
Yeah.
And then is there any wanting to figure it out, wanting to change it? All of that, wanting to control. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So welcome any and all wanting to do anything with or about it.
Okay.
And then welcome the sense that it's personal, that this is
Mhm.
about you
Yeah.
and who you are. And as best you can you simply allow it all to pass?
Hmm.
You just let it go,
Mm-hmm.
would you?
Yeah.
And when?
No.
Then when you think of your finances, again, what's coming up?
Hmm. Still more fear, but there's a little more resistance. Well, a little bit remaining resistance.
Does that resistance have anything to do with knowing how it's going to go? Any expectation?
Yeah. Expectations. Uh-huh.
And can you notice how that's a construct of the mind?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Is that actually here now, or do you have to think out into the future? Is that resistant?
No, that's not here now.
Okay, great. So can you just notice that construct for what it is?
Mm-hmm.
That you have to actually create the knowing and the conclusions and how it's going to go to experience that
Mhm.
tension. Great. So just for now, can you let go of all the concepts of how it's going to work out? What it means?
No.
No. Great. You're welcome to keep that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I like to analyze. I'm safe in the mind, right? I don't have to feel anything if I just analyze all day. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I can.
Well, would you like to keep your analysis or would you like to keep your peace?
Peace. I'd rather.
You can always choose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just for now, can you be open to the possibility that all is well and everything is unfolding exactly as it should?
Yeah. There's one piece that's coming up around. So as I drop that, the story is coming up. If I saw the full picture, then the old, childhood belief of I'm bad comes up. So it's shame. I'd like to just do a quick release on that.
Absolutely.
Then I'll leave room for someone else.
So can you welcome that shame
Yeah.
that's coming up?
Yeah.
And can you welcome any wanting to do anything with or about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to get rid of it.
Can you welcome how personal it feels? That it's your shame?
Mm-hmm.
And can you welcome what is beyond that emotion? What's beyond that feeling?
Yeah.
And just for now, can you allow it to simply pass through?
Yeah.
Like it's not yours, like it's just energy, like it has nothing to do with you.
Just for this moment.
Just for now.
Just right now. Yeah.
Great. And can you rest as that which is beyond all emotion,
Mm.
all concepts of the mind? The peace that's always here right now.
Mhm. Yeah.
And can you be open at least to the possibility that all is well and it's all going to work out?
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Anytime.
I'm complete. Happy trip.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is really good. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. Have a good one.
Well, Arianna, how are you here? Just a couple minutes to the end of the call.
Yeah, we'll probably need to wrap up soon unless someone has a really quick one.
Well, Michael would be next in line, and he usually asks for a check-in.
Oh, perfect.
Hello. Hello, Aria.
I don't
Yeah,
see
my name
Michael.
is.
Oh,
Hi.
here we
So
go.
let's right to I'm wanting control.
Say that one more time.
Wanting control.
Wanting to control. Okay. Great. And we can do this for everyone. If there's anything going on with a feeling of wanting to control, can you simply welcome that feeling right now into awareness?
Yeah.
And can you notice how that feels in your body?
Yes.
Whether it feels tense, spacious, simply
Tense.
welcome that sensation.
Mm.
And then welcome any wanting to get rid of it, push it away, change it, control it. Can you welcome that?
Yes.
And then can you welcome how personal it feels? That this belongs
Yes.
to you.
Mm.
Right. And wouldn't you rather just let it all go? Can you allow yourself the freedom of letting it all pass?
No, there's part of me wants to hold on. There's definitely part of me. When you said, "Can you welcome?" I'm not sure holding on. I could really feel it, and I still can. Yeah.
So can you give yourself permission to hold on as much as you do?
Yes, I can.
And can you do that even more? Can you allow yourself the compassion and permission to hold on as much as you'd like?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can simply ask yourself if you'd like to keep holding on or you'd like to be free.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So can you simply welcome the freedom into your life
Yes.
that comes with letting go?
Okay.
Can you do that even more? Can you just welcome freedom into your life?
Okay.
But can you do it even more? Can you welcome even more freedom into your life?
This was very radical. Can you ask me again, please?
Can you welcome even more freedom into your life?
Okay. Yeah,
And how
I
does that
can. Exciting. Yes. Thank you very much indeed. A wonderful
thank
journey
you.
with everything. Yeah, thank you. Thank
Thanks for raising your hand. All righty, you guys. It's 12 o'clock, so I think we're gonna have to call it a day, but Thank you all so much for joining the call.
Well, let's
Again, my
just
name is
invite everybody to unmute and say goodbye to Arianna.
Thanks, Arianna.
Bye,
Thank you,
Arianna.
Ariana. Have a
God
great
Thanks,
bless.
day.
Ariana.
So nice
Thank you,
meeting
Ariana.
Travel safely.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so